Hey there, SLEC. I am the real life Ken Whitfield. And hey, part of what we do in the SLEC is marine life rescue. And I'm about to show you what a real life turtle rescue looks like. Come on with me, we'll go look at it. This is the Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juno Beach, Florida, and they've been doing turtle rescue here for years. Now I'm about 5'11", or about 180 centimeters. Now, we've got several types of sea turtles here on the east coast of the United States, but the three we see in this picture are the Kemp's Ridley, which is about 3 feet in length, or 91 centimeters, the Loggerhead, which is about 4 feet long, or about 122 centimeters, and the giant leatherback, which is about 7 feet long, or 213 centimeters. As you can see, they have several tanks here, and each of these tanks contains one or more turtles that are currently being treated here. And of course, they're being treated for injuries at the veterinary clinic here at the Marine Life Center. Currently, it's nesting season here on the east coast of the United States, and I started wondering, how do these turtles build these nests? Good morning, everybody. It is 6:30. I just got up, and I want to show you what happened last night while I was sleeping. These are sea turtle tracks. Take a look. This is where one of those giant sea turtles dragged herself out of the sea to lay her eggs. You can see where she dug her flippers into the sand and pulled herself all the way up the beach. And as we follow the turtle tracks on up the beach, we get to the high tide mark. And here it is. Here is her nest, right above the high tide line. Don't ask me how the turtles know where the high tide mark is, but they do. You can see where she's dug this mound and laid her eggs. All right. And then here's the track that she made as she returned to the sea. So how are these nests protected? Well, every morning this lady drives the length of the beach. She looks for new tracks and then takes a GPS reading of where the nests are located. Now, as you can see here, she drives up one set of tracks. She stops. She takes her GPS reading of where the nest is located. By the way, how many nests have you found this morning? All right, great, thank you. Yeah. And when she's done, she backs down the other set of tracks, and so she covers those up as well. So why does she drive over the tracks? Well, that way, when she comes back tomorrow, she can tell the new nests from the ones she's already logged. So what happens to these turtles after they lay their eggs? To answer that question, we're going to have to get wet. Right now, I'm down around 90 feet, or about 27 meters, and I'm on the lookout for where these giant sea turtles go after they lay their eggs. After they nest, these turtles are exhausted. So they come out here to the reef at this depth and rest. They basically sleep for an extended period of time after nesting and laying their eggs. And here's another one, a mother loggerhead sleeping underneath this ledge. And while we were down there, one of the locals came by for a visit. sharks have a very bad reputation, and they don't deserve it. They're one of the most beautiful creatures in the sea. So let's keep looking around and let's see what we can find. Now here's something you don't see too often. This is a giant loggerhead with a tracker on his back. That's just another way that marine biologists are working to protect this species of turtle. So how do these animals wind up in animal rescue? Well, most of the time it's because they get caught up in plastic or in fishing gear. That is exactly what happened to Morris. If you'll notice, Morris is missing one of his flippers. What happened to him was he was fished out of the sea. He had got caught up in a lot of fishing gear, and it had wrapped so tightly around his flipper that it had to be amputated. But we're hoping that one day Morris can be released back into the sea, back into his natural habitat, and swim freely again. You know, marine animal rescue is part of everybody's business. It's a big deal, especially down here in Florida and all across the east coast of the United States. So if you find yourself in Juneau, Florida, stop by the Loggerhead Marine Life Center, go in, take a tour, stop off the gift shop, and make sure you make a donation, because that's the only way they keep going. They are completely funded by the donations of the people who visit. I'm Ken Whitfield. Thanks much. Bye-bye.